I think I finally got this to work. Is this even on? What? Oh, hello. Maybe if I... Okay, we in motion. It's lit. It's litty. Hey guys, what's up? And welcome to my channel. Okay, I'm not sure how this audio sounds. This is my first time using it. So bear with me. And if you hate it, let me know. And I'll buy another one. Okay, so anyway, yes. You saw the title to this video. You saw it. It's not clickbait. It's the truth. I quit the military to become an actor. Yes, it's true. Okay, so I'm going to start out by saying you can't really just quit the military. It takes time, guys. Okay, it takes time. So let's start from the beginning. And I also want to say, please excuse my lighting. I was supposed to do this, during the daytime where the natural light is my best friend, but that didn't happen. Okay. So please don't judge me. But next time we will get better. Okay? We will do better. So yes, I quit the military to become an actor. Okay, so pretty much I realized the military wasn't for me. Okay, it was fun while it lasted. I'm grateful for the places I've been, the things I've seen, the ways that I've grown mentally and physically. And, I'm very grateful for the experience as a whole. And if it wasn't for the military, I would have never met my wife. Shout out to Shaylin. So, yes, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have been as cultured as I am. I definitely would have been a completely different person. Now, quitting the military isn't just saying, okay, I'm done, fuck this shit, I'm out. No, that's not what it's like. It took time. Took about 3 months. But we got it done, and I swear to everything I love, it has definitely been an eye-opener. It's been the best journey of my entire life, and I am forever grateful for the resources that I have been graced with. So let's get right into it. So I joined the military on accident. It was on accident. I didn't mean to join. Okay, I didn't mean to join. So it started with someone basically saying they think I should join the military, and I'm like, I don't even qualify. Like, I don't qualify. Don't tell me that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear that. But I went to a recruiter anyway. And I'm gonna be, real transparent. Like, I went to an Air Force recruiter, and I had to take like a pre-ASVAB kind of like a mock ASVAB. I mean, if you're in high school or if you've been to high school, you know what a mock test is. So I took that, and I definitely did fail. Definitely failed. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I'm not gonna go back. Fuck this shit. And I did. They texted me a month later. They're like, hey, Jada, it's been a month. You can come retest and all that. And I want to say I texted them and said, no, like, I'm over it. Sure enough, I definitely went back to the recruiting station, but instead of going to the Air Force department, I went to the Navy department. And pretty much I just started filling out paperwork, and then it came to a point where I had to take a drug test. And at that time, I did smoke weed every day. All day, every day. And, you know, it kind of was like a challenge. It was like, you know, okay, I just want to see if I can do this. So I stopped smoking. I started working out. I started going to the gym. I started running. I started eating cleaner to cleanse my system of the THC. And when I went back, I passed a drug test. And next thing I know, I was motherfucking off to boot camp. And, you know, I kind of lost my way. Like, I was in boot camp and I'm like, why am I here? Like, what am I even doing? I have no plans. I have no goals for this. This is not like a life decision. I don't want to do this shit. So, like, I kind of panicked. And I have test anxiety. Hence why I told the Air Force recruiter that I wasn't going to go back. Yeah, I have test anxiety, and it gets really bad. Please excuse my dog. She's very needy. So I have test anxiety, and, you know, like, I wasn't going to go back. And when I was in the boot camp, we had to take tests, like 2 tests. But I was still scared. Like, you know, I had gotten sick, so I couldn't take the first one, so I had to take the makeup. And I still was panicking. I'm like, no, like, I'm going to fail. Like, I should just go home. This is not for me. And, I mean, I passed with flying colors. But, I mean, like, I still have the anxiety. And that's not what my brain was telling me. Like, back then, it was like, bitch, you're gonna fail. You should just pack your bags and just wait for them to buy your plane ticket home because you're going home. And, yeah, so I made it out of boot camp. I made it to school. And I made it to my first command. I fucking made it. Like, not everybody does. Like, not everybody is strong enough to make it through. And not saying that if you didn't, that you're weak, because that's definitely not the case. But it's hard. Like, not everybody is able to be physically fit. Not everybody is able to stop smoking, you know, to even get in. Not everybody, you know, there's people with, like, sickle cell, and, you know, they're naturally dehydrated. And it's just rough. Like, not everybody can do it, but I did, and I was proud of myself. My experience in the military wasn't all peaches and cream and sunshine and rainbows. Like, you know, I had some tough times, you know, like, there was definitely times where I was suicidal. There was times where I would doubt myself. There was times where I felt like there was nobody really there for me. And I definitely put a lot of pressure on myself. And, you know, every day, like, so when I got to my command, I had got stationed overseas. So when I started out, like, off the rip, you know, boot camp, school, and then I got sent overseas. I absolutely hated it, like, 100%. And I kind of made the best of it. I mean, I tried, but, like, it was just really bad to the point where, like, I was literally suicidal. And I told my chief, like, straight up, like, look, I'm finna drive my motherfucking car into a tree. Like, I need to get out of here. And he definitely sent my ass straight to mental health. Like, straight to mental health with, like, no hesitation. My whole, like, literally, like, my LPO, which is, like, my supervisor, him and another sergeant, they literally took me to mental health and made me talk to somebody. Like, there's no walk-ins, really. So they kind of just brung me, and they was like, look, she's going crazy. She needs to see somebody today, and I'm not leaving until she sees somebody, so y'all figure it out. And I did. I spoke to them. I told them, I'm like, hey, if I'm going to be in, either you send me to combat training, because my job, there was a billet that, like, you can, if you had the job that I did, you can actually go to combat training. So I was like, look, either they send me to combat training, or they send me the fuck back to America. Please. Respectfully. And, he basically put in a recommendation. And I told him, I was like, hey, I want to be an actor. I've been acting since I was in second grade, in school. I've did theater. I have little experience, and I know that's what I like. I've literally been acting from second grade to 10th grade. No, I'm lying, to 12th grade. And I knew from that experience that it was something that I wanted to do. And he was like, okay, well, I can put in the recommendation for you. I don't know if they'll let you. I don't know if, they'll even, let you off the chain without giving you problems, but I'll still put it in for you. So, at that point, I was, really depressed and suicidal, and I was, popping over-the-counter medicine and just really doing a bunch of shit I had no business doing in the military. 100% I had no business doing. And I'm talking about, I was going to the bar every day by myself, just drinking. And I got acquainted with some Marines that was deployed there. And if you know what the military is like, especially, with deployments, all you want to do is get fucked up. So I'm at the bar, they're at the bar, they're getting me fucked up, they're buying me drinks, I'm buying me drinks. And, there was times I was there by myself, just literally getting drunk. And it was a fucking shit show. And, yeah, that was literally my life. And so a couple months go by. I went to him in June. It's the end of July. I went to him in the beginning of June. It's now the end of July. And that was when I met my wife. And, I met her, and, we got really cool. We went on some dates. We kicked it. We hung out. We slept over each other's places. And then, I told him, I'm like, hey, no, I don't want to get out anymore. Just let me stay here. I just met this girl. I want to stay with her. I want to be with her. I'm happy now. Everything is gone. And honestly, although that was the truth, it was already too late. He had already sent the request. And, when I had met my wife, I told her, I was like, hey, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they're going to let me stay. I don't know if they're going to let me go to any special training. I don't know if they're going to kick me out. And eventually, they definitely kicked me out. They let me go. I did get out honorably. I got my benefits by the grace of God. And I definitely got out the military. And I remember when I would be at work and I would tell them, no, I just want to go back and pursue acting. I don't want to do this. And I am probably 100% sure everybody was looking at me like this bitch done lost her fucking mind. And when people say they want to be an actor, it's kind of hard for you to take them serious because, we as people, we understand that is something that you can't just pick up and do on a normal fucking Tuesday. There is training, there's agents, there's auditions, there's the whole 9 yards and everything that just comes with that. And I know there probably was this bitch done lost her mind. Let her go home and send her back to America. She's fucking delusional. I don't even know what she's even thinking or why she even thinks she can do that. And it didn't really take a hit on my pride because I knew this is what I wanted to do. Before I joined the military, I had got offered a full ride to an acting school, but the thing was I was underage and my mother didn't sign off the papers for them to release the funds for me to attend the school. So I was kind of a little bit lost and dabbling into other career paths, and then eventually joined the military. So they finally let me out. and it was a fucking emotional roller coaster. They let me out. I went to Virginia, Norfolk. I'm sure if you're from Virginia or if you know of the military or someone in, you definitely know about Norfolk. Everyone knows about there. Nobody wants to go there. It sucks. It's so blue. It's too many higher ups there. Nobody wants to go. It fucking sucks. Okay. So, I went to Norfolk and I was there for about 2 months. And at the time, I was still dealing with my girlfriend. And I told her, I was like, look, I'm going to get out the military and I'm going to go back over there to Italy to be with you until you leave. She only had a couple months there, maybe 6 months, maybe 6 months. 6 or 7. So I told her, I was like, look, I really want to be with you. Like, I want to marry you. Like, I want to be with you. I understand that we're separated, but when I'm done here in Norfolk, I am going back over there to be with you until you leave and we come back stateside. So that's what I did. I went right the fuck back to Italy, although I did hate it and I really didn't have much friends there. I did go back, and we were there from November to August. And, we were there. I was with her. We eventually got married while I was out there. And, my whole life just turned around. I went from being sad and depressed and down and hating my life, hating my job, hated my physique, hated everything, to really flourishing and growing up and just really becoming the woman I was supposed to become. And she's the fucking best. Before we left, I had already been dabbling into acting schools and figuring out what I was gonna do. And sure enough, when we came back to the States, the first thing I did was make sure that I got everything situated for acting school. And it definitely is, it's not the easiest thing, it has its trials and tribulations and the things you have to get done before you can actually join. Tuition. Acting school is expensive. Too expensive. And I did it. I got into acting school and I am an actor. I am an actor. I got out of the military to become an actor, and I am an actor. And with having such a freelance career and having a career that's so broad, you tend to really not have people that's on your side. And that's what's scary. My wife is definitely my biggest supporter. She is the main one that encouraged me to pursue it, to not, be stagnant and just complacent and stuck. She definitely pushed me, and in certain ways, it definitely did motivate her to want more than just a good paying job. And I'm just so glad that I could do that for her. Being an actor, especially for me, is not for the money. It's not really for the fame or anything. It's just, I'm too much of a free spirit to feel like I'm tied down to one thing, to a schedule. I want to be able to wake up and say, hey, let's go on a vacation. I don't, or hey, I don't want to work for 6 months. I just want to stay home and tend to my dog and cook dinner every night for my wife and make her lunch for work. I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to wake up one day and say, hey, let's fucking go to Thailand. Like, let's just go. And I want to be able to go. I want to be able to dye my hair however I want to. I want to be able to have piercings or nose rings or tongue rings or tattoos and just be me. I want to be free. I don't want to be tied down. I don't want to be restricted. I don't want to be tied down to a schedule. Like when I was in the military, it was the same thing every single day. Wake up, go to PT, go to work, come home. Wake up, go to work, come home, PT, work, home. It was becoming this loop that I was stuck in, and I literally felt like I was gonna go crazy. I felt like my life was going nowhere. I felt like I was stuck. Like I was a fucking like gerbil, like in the fucking thing. Like I it was driving me insane. Like I couldn't do it anymore. And my wife is the type of person who she's very simple. Like she just wants a good life, a nice house, a car, and a good paying job. She is that simple. And it means a lot to me that she was able to take that leap of faith with me and to really trust my talents and my abilities to say, okay, well, you just focus on acting and, you know, building your packet and your skills, and you just do that and I'll just provide for us. That takes so much, like so much trust and so much faith from a person that I feel like I can't thank her enough for allowing me to do that. I truly can't thank her for, you know, just not complaining. You know, like she doesn't complain about a thing. She's always there to support me, like no matter what. And like I said, acting is really my calling. It's what I've been doing. It's what I love. And for people where I come from, things like that is kind of too far-fetched. And I feel like I'm breaking that cycle, and I'm just showing people like, look, sometimes you gotta bite the bullet and just take that leap of faith. Like, just do it. Like, don't think about it. Don't sit there and ponder and wonder if this is the right move. Like, just do it. Like, just go. And I'm just so blessed to have an amazing wife and a very supportive wife and a very solid marriage, you know, and partnership and companionship. And I'm like really just so blessed. And right now it still is the early stages. I'm still in my first semester. I'm really not sure what the next semester is gonna look like, you know, due to COVID and me not actually physically being there and, you know, taking online classes for it. But even if I don't do the second semester, you know, I still have things to put on my resume. I still know what I need to do to build my packet. I have the resources, I have the connections, you know, and I have like-minded friends. And that's all I really need. I don't think I need anything else besides what I have. And it's so much room for growth, and this is just only the beginning. And, you know, for all you people out there who are like me and who have the same feelings as I do, and, you know, who can't be tied down to a schedule, I really encourage you to just do it. Follow what you love. Do what you love. You don't want to waste time, your precious time, your life, doing something that you don't want to, something that makes you miserable. If you want to be a musician, if you want to be an artist, a singer, a dancer, an actor, a comedian, whatever in this freelance field, I encourage you to just do it. There's nobody stopping you except for yourself. Don't sit here and worry about what people would think. Don't worry about other people's opinions on your life decisions. Don't worry about the negative. Focus on yourself. Focus on your goals. Focus on becoming a better person. And I promise you, you will prosper. You will become who you're destined to become. Nothing is ever too far-fetched. No dream is too big. Follow what you love. And if that's really your passion, I promise you, you will definitely reap the benefits of all of the hard work and dedication and consistency that you put in. There is no dream too big. You can literally do whatever you want. And now is the time. Just do it. I really hope that with this video, I was able to inspire certain people to do what they want, to take that huge leap of faith, that scary leap of faith, and just become great. Do what you love, and I promise you, your life will definitely repay you for all of your hard work. Thank you so much for watching this video, and stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for checking out my channel. Take care.